Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Report. Let's go places.
Well, for much of the first half, it appeared that the Patriots had outplayed the Seahawks. They had significantly outgained them. Brady was 20 of 27 with a couple of touchdown passes. That ties Joe Montana for 11 Super Bowl touchdown passes for a career. Russell Wilson threw it only 7 times in the first half, completed 4, but in the end, they tied it by intermission. Coming up, Katy Perry in the Pepsi halftime show. But first, for their thoughts on the first half, we go to Dan Patrick, Tony Dungy, Rodney Harrison, and John Harbaugh. Dan.
All right, Bob, thank you. Talk about a momentum swing there in the last couple of minutes. Coach, I'll start with you. First half impressions here.
The big thing is Seattle's having major matchup problems on defense. They cannot cover these guys. They got to come up with some scheme answer to get these guys covered.
2 years ago, these two teams met, and Russell Wilson went after cornerback Kyle Arrington. It seems like he's trying to stay away from the veteran cornerbacks and attack the young cornerbacks.
And the game plan is turning out just the way we thought. Tom Brady with a lot of short passes, Russell Wilson looking for big plays.
All right, let's look at the first half highlights here. And here's Jeremy Lane picking off Tom Brady. Michael Bennett was putting some pressure on him, but Lane got hurt on the play, and his replacement is Thorold Simon.
And they went right after him, Dan.
And this is what Tom Brady does. He sees that one guy gets injured, he's going to attack the replacement guy.
Julian Edelman there, and then it's Brandon LaFell on Thorold Simon, the 11-yard touchdown, the first score of the game. As for Seattle's offense, struggled. They shut down just about every option there. And then you got Russell Wilson to Chris Matthews, his first career reception.
Once again, attacking Kyle Arrington, the cornerback.
And then it's Marshawn Lynch. He's in. He had 45 yards in the first half. So you got 2 minutes to go. And Brady, plenty of time, and he takes advantage of it.
Yes, and that was the matchup John Harbaugh was talking about. K.J. Wright on Gronkowski. They found him.
But then with 31 seconds to go, Seattle doesn't sit on it. It's Russell Wilson to, of course, Chris Matthews. Matthews was also the guy who recovered the onside kick in the Green Bay game.
Dan, once again, I love the game plan. He's saying Darrelle Revis is on Doug Baldwin. He's completely shutting him down. And Brandon Browner's on Jermaine Kearse, and they're completely shutting him down.
So with 2 seconds to go, Seattle ties this. Bizarre back and forth, and it looked like New England was dominating for a good portion of the first half, Coach.
That was really tough on the corner out there. I mean, he's got no help with 6 seconds left. It was a great call by Seattle.
If I'm Pete Carroll, though, I'm excited. As you said, we've been outplayed, but we're right there. This is Seattle's type of game. Second half, they've got to get things going on defense. They're moving the ball with the big plays, but they've got to tackle a little better.
All right, we'll come back. I'm going to take you guys in the locker room and let you be Pete Carroll, let you be Coach Belichick. Give us those halftime adjustments. More to come, including Katy Perry in the Pepsi halftime show. She'll have a tough act to follow from what we've seen for the first half. We're back in Arizona right after this. Super Bowl 49, we are tied at halftime. Let's look ahead to the second half adjustments. Tony, I'll start with you. What's Pete Carroll telling his team now?
Well, he's saying on offense, we're going to continue to run the football. We found a couple of formations that we could get some runs there at the end of the first half.
On defense, he's saying we got to get it stopped. We got to find a way to stop these crossing routes. We're going to change our defense a little bit.
Seattle's defense has no answer for Shane Vereen. If I'm Tom Brady, I continue to spread him out and put linebacker Bobby Wagner in open space.
All righty. Next up, Katy Perry in the Pepsi halftime show. Enjoy.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Report, brought to you by the bold new Camry. Let's go places.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
A 14-all game at halftime of Super Bowl 49. Now, earlier tonight, NFL Play 60 super kid, 12-year-old Bobby Senna, made the ultimate handoff, delivering the game ball to the officials to begin the Super Bowl. To learn more about NFL Play 60, you can visit NFLrush.com. Okay, here we are, 18 and a half games into the season for each of these teams, each the #1 seed in its conference, neither given any kind of edge by the experts coming in, and neither having established any significant edge after the first 30 minutes. Oh, for most of the first half, New England outgained and appeared to outplay the Seahawks. But By intermission, it was a tie game, pretty much the way it figured to be all along. Last year, Seattle's devastation of Denver may have given us the wrong impression. Truth is, 5 of the last 7 Super Bowls have been decided by a touchdown or less. Further truth is, of the 5 Patriots Super Bowl appearances in the Brady-Belichick era, every one, the victories and the defeats, have been decided by no more than 4 points. Katy Perry may have blown some of us away at halftime, but in the main attraction, no one's going to get blown out. By night's end, one of these teams will be the victor. But will the other truly be vanquished? Not likely. Another Super Bowl that actually lives up to its name could be in the offing. So keep these names in mind: Seattle's Stephen Hauschka and New England's Stephen Gostkowski. They are the field goal kickers, and they are the ones who could very well have the last